all, and welcome to the April Don and Dave show. And I'd like to introduce myself as Don Shaffer. I'm an agent with the Bloomtree Realtor. And David, introduce yourself.
My name is David Snyder. I'm a CPA, an MBA, and an EA at my company, David A. Snyder, CPA, in downtown Prescott. We're both members of the Prescott Sunrise Lions Club that meets at Waffles and More at 7 a.m. each Thursday morning. Please come down and see us.
You know, one of the things, we have guests coming over to our show, and this month we hope to have Camp Tatiyee, and we're not sure we're going to have a guest this show. I don't know if he's going to show up or not, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, Camp Tatiyee. We gave him.
Yeah.
We gave him $5,745 this last fiscal year of 2015. There's a big check that we were going to present to Rich Savage of Camp Tatiyee. Take it down. And
well, you know, it's sometimes they get mixed up. They also lose the date, and they also get sick.
Yeah,
and
he's been sick lately.
It could have happened that way. I've been a Lion for 16 years. I've never missed one meeting. That's not true. Every event and project that I've done before has been more fun than you can imagine. Camp Tatiyee has always been a fun place to go, and later on in the show we'll tell you a little bit about what and how they take care of the kids, the handicapped children that go to this camp are all sponsored by Lions Club.
In Arizona.
In Arizona, yeah, that's true. The events and review some of the events that I've done that I feel good is the calendars for the Sunrise, the White Cane programs. I've also been manager of the golf tournament. I didn't win and I didn't get to play either. Yeah. And then, David, there's one major thing that you've done since you've been a member. How long have you been a member?
Well, I've been on a couple major things, but the one we're going to talk about is we set up a Leo club at Prescott High School, and we just started it this last fiscal year in September of 2015. And we have some members that are of the Leo Club that are actually doing the production of this show, but they're also working on recycling. They've come down and helped us recycle. They're going to do their own recycling project in the next year at Prescott High. And then they've also been involved in the calendars. They came to several events to try to sell calendars. They sold some calendars. Yes. Yeah. And they're considering becoming puppy raisers for our canine companions.
Oh, what?
Puppy raisers.
They're going to puppy raise?
They're going to raise puppies from the age of 8 weeks old to about a year old, so they can be trained by canine companions to help kids or people with PTSD, with with other problems other than they're not blind dogs. They're everything else but blind dogs.
Actually, they're friendly puppies and they're friendly dogs. And they go to the hospitals, they go to the homes around town, and I have seen them in work. Elderly people enjoy having people around. So that's
absolutely.
Nice
and I just saw an article in the paper about that, about elderly people getting dogs to visit them, not with canine companions, but they're going to. We also just had a show about canine companions a couple months ago, and that's a very good organization to be working with.
Well, David, I found something in our magazine today. April is Leo Club Awareness. Do you know anything about it? What are they going to do? Take a puppy out on the street? No, they wouldn't do that.
No.
Nah. Does any of them know how to raise a puppy?
Well, I mean, they're kids. They should be able to. They're older. They're young adults, I should say, because I'm going to get some cringing here. So they should be able to. They should be able to, develop a puppy.
Yeah.
And it depends on if the parents allow them to, and if they don't have allergies or anything like that. But at the same time, it's a really good potential project for them. But they're already working on working on several projects for us, and other clubs in the area. They're going to be at the food drive on April 16th.
Oh yeah.
For all the food places in I guess in Prescott Valley.
Yeah.
But Awareness Month is April, so Leo Awareness Month is April, so that's a good thing to know.
Well, it's going to be a very friendly month for the Leos, and we're going to help them sponsor other programs as the Sunrise Lions. And then I have an event I want to speak about right now. David, for years and years and years, I've been working with the Noon Lions Club that's been sponsored as all the clubs in our area. There's 7 of them.
Yes.
Yes, 7 different clubs. And it's called the Lions Pancake Breakfast. I hope this message gets along to everybody. The price is $6 this year. We've had a little increase in some of the costs, and we're maintaining. We're going to be same place we've ever been for 36 years. They've been doing it at the First Congregational Church. Kids under 12, I believe, are free. Old men like me, I get one, don't I?
Yeah, you get one.
Okay, I get one. I get a free one. And tickets are all been printed for from Gary and Janet of Waffles and More. So those will be going on sale real good, and the program this program runs between $5,000 and $7,000 a year. Raise that amount of money. David, is there any other event that comes up?
Well, speaking of that, though, I mean, the pancake breakfast, if you can come by and get a lot of tickets for that, and then, if you want to donate some, donate them to the VA.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to do. I usually take 10 tickets, and then I donate some of them to the VA, and I know a guy there.
Yeah.
And then also, it's a really good event. It really helps out the Lions clubs of the area. Really Noon Club, but it's a Noon Club,
I
right?
have a lot of friends.
But all the clubs work in it. So I just want to emphasize that. But then the other events that we work on, of course, are the Lions Paper Project. We actually, the Sunrise Lions, or the Prescott Sunrise Lions, actually do the recycling in Prescott Valley. So if any of you have any paper, magazines, any kind of paper, please take them to the bins in Prescott Valley, bins or trailer, Bob Drive, at the Fry's in Prescott Valley, at the Robert Road Fire Department. There's bins there. There's a trailer there, and there's also, I think, at the Back Burner there's a trailer there. So or a bin. So please take all those papers to those locations, and then we get money to put back in the community for that. We don't use anything. We use it for the projects in the community needs in the area, and we really appreciate any papers you can give us. We really enjoy recycling them. We have crews. We have 4 crews a month, and they each go twice a month, and it really helps us fund our projects in the area. Also, we work on tax credits for the working poor. One of the projects was Del Webb. We were in the paper recently with a $17,000, just this big check here, $17,000 presented to them. And of course, through the tax credits, $1,745 of the $5,745 that was presented to Camp Tatiyee was from the tax credit, $1,745. And then the calendars, we made about $10,000 this year. These big these calendars we sent out, we sold, and we're also giving the rest of them out for the rest of the year, basically for if you want to donate or not. But you can get a calendar, and it has beautiful pictures in it. And then we talked about that eye care RV last month, and that was that's a good project that we're working on. That we really we help with. The Noon Club kind of bought it, and then we're supporting that project with some funds and some people helping them out.
Well, David, we do have a lot of projects going on in the Lions organization, and like I said, there's 7 of them around here, and we've got 2. Is it 2 women's clubs? It's called Lioness in Chino Valley and Lioness here in Prescott. very active in a lot of projects around this town. I like the idea of this puppy training, though.
Yeah.
I really think that's a great idea because I got to see one in action and see how, I'll tell you the story, the elderly lady sitting there in her chair with her head bent down. A lady walked in with a little puppy dog. Well, it wasn't a puppy dog. He was maybe 2 years old. Come in, the puppy walked up to him and to her and licked her hand, and her head raised up, and the biggest smile you ever seen in her life, and there was her friend, her doggie. And she goes, come. The puppy jumped up in their lap, or the dog jumped up in their lap. It's nice to see, and it's a great project. So the Leos, keep that one in the back of your mind.
And let's talk about Camp Tatiyee.
Well, Camp Tatiyee has been around for years and years and years, and I can't tell you exactly how many years, but I know that it's a fun place for the children and adults, by the way, that are very handicapped. We have the rope line trails. I know that. I was up there one summer, and I had to tie those doggone ropes together. I was blind man trying to lead the blind there for one time. But anyway, I had a lot of fun with it, and I also got a lot of fun out of the people that worked at Camp Tatiyee. But that's changed in the last 2 or 3 years also. I wish that Mr. Savage was here to talk to us a little bit. We'll get him back on the show here real recently, within the next month or two anyway.
Tell them who to contact.
Well, listen, you can, if you want to donate some money or donate anything up there at Camp Tatiyee, there is an events coordinator. Is that Jessica?
That's called Jessica, yeah.
Yeah, is that Rent? No, it doesn't say her last name. Jessica Rentals. And her telephone number is 928-358-2059. 2059. And we're going to break out here for a moment, get set for our second section. Thank you very much. Be right back.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to the Don and David Show. Our guest did not show up today, so we're kind of we're improvising a show that we really think a lot about this organization that we're going to talk about a little bit here. But David has a couple of announcements, and then we'll get into what we're going to talk about the Leos.
I wanted to reiterate the Camp Tatiyee again. The event coordinator, Jessica Rentals, at ArizonaLionsCamp.org, and you can call them at 928-358-2059. Okay, and also they have a couple events coming up, July 8th and July 13th, 2016. You're visiting Camp Tatiyee, where you can invite Lions Club members, partners, supporters, and other supporters to experience a day at Camp Tatiyee firsthand.
And if you've never been up to the White Mountains to see these camps, there's several up there, but this is one of the biggest ones. You're going to enjoy it just being up in the mountain, believe me.
And you can, if you want to have any more information about that, call the executive director at Camp Tatiyee. Email the camp director, Pam Swanson, at director@ArizonaLionsCamp.org. And then there's another week coming up, June 17th and through July 22nd is Death, HOH, and CODA week up at Camp Tatiyee. And that is, if you want to talk to somebody about that, go online at www.ArizonaLionsCamp.org/campers. So I want to introduce to you the president of the Prescott High School Leo Club, Ann Snyder. And we're going to talk to her a little bit about Leos and expand on that a little bit. And
well, that's interesting. She has the same name as you do.
Yeah.
Is that
She's my daughter.
She's your daughter. I'm trying to get that out of you before anything else. Lovely lady.
So Ann, we know you started in September of 2015. How's it going so far? What are you guys involved in?
Well, it's been pretty good. We started out with about 40 active members. And
How many?
40. And with being a new club, that was kind of like a big deal. And basically, we've just been doing a lot of community service projects around Prescott and being involved with the recycling for the Lions Club and helping sell calendars and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So you're looking for some major projects to do?
We kind of take on any projects, whether it's the canine companionship or the recycling or just like going out and doing things like we're going to start helping out with Chalk It Up, which is like April 15th through 17th, I think, and just helping out with the Kiwanis auction, and we kind of take on whatever people throw at us.
Anytime people bring some project to you, you'll consider it to look into to see if you can help them.
Yes.
Good idea. That's great. How many kids are still signed up in your club right now?
Well, there's still 40 members, and they kind of come and go because the school year has been pretty busy, but they take on whatever community service they can because they can use those hours for other clubs too.
What do you think of this project that we're doing here now? We have students from your club that are doing all of the technical work on this show.
Oh yeah, so the Leo Club has been filming all of the shows that have been put on by this channel. So we've been learning how to film and direct, and we did some stuff outside, and we've been learning how to like gain some technical skills.
That was a pretty rough one last week or last month when we did the RV. It was kind of rough.
And there was kids
So we're
distracting
going to
us in the background.
reschedule that in the summer where the wind won't blow us away, number one. And number two, we'll get it done right up there. It was a nice show, though. It was really
Yeah,
good.
it was a very important thing. The RV eye care RV.
Yeah. Have you any ideas in your mind about doing the project just to Leos? I mean, the doggy thing may be just Leos, but I don't think so, is it?
Well, we're trying to find something that we can fund specifically, like somewhere where we can donate our money to. And we were thinking about helping sponsor a seeing eye dog for someone who is blind.
Yeah.
But we
Leader dogs.
Leader dogs, yeah.
We haven't really gotten a lot of information on that, so if anyone has any suggestions.
You're still young and still using what sources you have, and use the Sunrise, use the Noon Lions, use any of them. Ask them questions, because you'll get some good answers from them. Yeah. And the Sunrise is ready to, go to the meetings, do whatever we have to do. When is your charter? Or have you been chartered already?
We haven't had a charter
official charter night.
But we'll probably do one next fall.
Yeah, usually it takes about 6 months to a time to get settled and straightened out, and then you have a nice.
The kids
dinner.
are slammed right now with school, so it would be tough to have a charter towards the end of the year. But in the fall, it's probably we'll just charter for next year. Okay. I mean, they've already been chartered by Lions Club International.
Oh yeah, they're chartered,
but they haven't had a night.
Yeah, so
to give out the little
tough thing.
You
get a badge.
The pins.
Get your sweatshirts and your
vest. They already got T-shirts.
I haven't seen. Did anyone wear one of those T-shirts?
No.
Oh,
I saw it at the last meeting, though.
I want to buy one.
Really?
Yeah. How much is it?
$100.
No much. Can't have it. $100.
$10.
I can give you one for free.
You can? No, I don't. Well, we may have to. We might have to wear one after this show.
Yeah.
I can see David and I do that. Can you see this? Hey, listen. Is there anything else you can think of that she can answer for us? God, I love it the way David just jumps right in with these things.
I had questions. I had some questions, but
you had some questions.
But I used them.
Do you have any questions of us? Because we're old lions.
Oh, he's an old lion. I've been in 5 years.
Old, but I'm really not old. I just look this way. Lions are an organization that looks for things to do. And I think Leo's.
Because our motto is "We serve."
We serve. We look for things to do and to make the funds. I remember one year when I was in the Noon Lions, they gave a $50,000 check and I can't tell you, I can't remember who it was. It was when an organization really needed a lot of help. I asked if we could get change. They didn't send us any change. They used every penny of it.
I bet they did.
Yeah,
They might be still using it.
Yeah, they probably still are. But were you kids organized last year at Pancake Breakfast?
No.
No, we weren't a club last year. This is our first year being
All
a
right,
club.
so you know, I'll get a hold of the chairman. Make sure he gets a hold of you, and give you some schedules that you can come in and give them. And
Like we get scheduled to do the Prescott Sunrise Lions kids to do put
Yeah.
up the tents and put up the tables and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we have special
put up
jobs.
we put up the tables and tents the day before the event, and
Well, I'm
close it off.
looking to this. Thank you for
Thank you
coming
for
up
starting
and
the club
saving
and-
us. The only way I could say it is just thank you for being here. You're such a sweet thing. Your old man isn't that good, but that's okay.
I get that a lot.
I heard you arguing in there about going someplace.
About going back to the office.
Oh, but does she work at the office too?
She was doing some work. She did some.
used to.
She did some work for me
Did some
on my
bookkeeping.
website and bookkeeping.
Are we going to introduce any of these kids back here?
Yes.
Well, they can stick their. Can they stick their head around here for a minute? They're doing some. Just come around. Stick your head. Come on.
I just unplugged it. I was trying to swing around.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, try. If you could try it around, we'll turn the lights on.
We got the people that are working on this project today are Bailey Gorman. She's on camera 1 over there.
My camera.
Chase Dunton. He's number 2, and he's working on. He's also the in-room director. Brandon Roberts, who's the outside room director, and of course Annie here, who was on camera 3, and she was prompted to come and help us out with more.
Yeah.
More.
Forced.
I was forced. She was forced to help us out. So.
She wasn't going to get any dinner tonight if she didn't do it. Listen,
funny.
Annie thinks it's
No, we'd never starve her. So,
no. Any other? Have we got anything else to say?
and I would like to thank. Also, I would like to thank
Oh.
Jim and Paul and Mary and Linda for helping us out with this production. They're the members of the Prescott Media Center that
Are you still showing?
are charged with helping us out, helping these kids learn how to do this stuff.
You know the thing we didn't introduce our new lion head.
Our lion head
And he come
is
this
behind
way.
Ann.
A little bit over here.
It's right there, and
You know, thank you, huh? I've had that thing for years, and finally found it in one of the other lions' garage. So we thought we'd bring it over and put it up. Looks cute, I think.
yeah. And we also remember the purpose of this was the show off that we gave $5,745 to Camp Tatiyee this fiscal year of 2015, and the Camp Tatiyee helps handicapped kids have a camp for the summer for about a week in the summer, and they do a great job in terms of working with those handicapped kids. There's a lot of people that help out, but it's a Lions Club International. I think it's international, at least Arizona Lions Club International.
It's an Arizona project
that helps handicapped kids, all types of handicapped kids, have a week in the summer that they can just go to a camp and
One of the
enjoy
things
themselves.
I do know, any club that wants to sponsor any child or any adult that has a handicap can call Camp Tatiyee and get on it as at
Sponsor,
the camp
yeah.
without any cost to them at all. And it's really a great organization there, but it's sponsored by all the Lions, all of Arizona that I know. At one time we had about a $13 million problem going on with the property, and our guest was one of those individuals that took it on and got it taken. Well, listen, thank you very much for
Thank you for being our being our guinea pig.
Our guinea pig, our
Our guest,
our
our
guest.
guest. And I also want to thank again Bailey Gorman, Chase Dunton, and Brandon Roberts for their help in
What
this
about me?
production. And also our man Don here.
And thank you, David.
Thank you, Don.
We did it.
All right. Have a great month.